Everyone. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Always so happy to find you here. I do upload on Thursdays, so when you subscribe, you will receive an alert when I have uploaded new content for your view and of course for my pleasure, and it is my pleasure. Happy soon to be Martin Luther King Day, which is on this coming Sunday, and I am uploading in advance because I want to, in my way, encourage you to honor the day. In memory of him. I hear so many people often say, oh, I'm just going to do laundry. I'm just going to be home. I'm not going to do anything. And I think to myself, what a waste. A man who had such a dream and dedicated his entire life to peace and compassion, and everything was about other people and service to other people. So when I hear someone say, oh, I'm not doing anything, I go, let's not be that. And so, and that's a choice, but let's not be that. As you can see, I have, in honor of him, the backdrop, which I love. And I also love, and I know that this, it's dated January 18, 2021, but this is from a program that I received in honor of Dr. King. Because for me, I have had a dedication to the day um, because of him, but doubly important because it's also my birthday. So he's on the 15th, I'm on the 16th. So all my life, it's been a holiday basically for me. And then my birthday. So it just gives me more reason to celebrate even more. But I'm saying that because at this time, for this program that I have as my backdrop, it was embracing the dream during the unknown. And that unknown at the time is still with us. It was then COVID in pandemic mode, but now we're in the after effects of COVID. It's back again because we're in the winter again. We're just not in the pandemic mode. So for me, and I encourage others to still treat it as if we're in it, just not in the pandemic mode. I know everyone wants to take off their masks. I know everyone wants to relax the hygienic elements of it, keeping distance and all of that. I get that. But we are just coming out of a pandemic. And everything about that was unknown to us. And it's still unknown as to what I would call the after effects. The impact on mental health, the impact on shortness with other people, the ways of a person. And so, having said that, I think about this great man, this great leader of ours, and how for his entire life, it was always about his work, was about others. His speeches were about others. And to make a change in the climate as to how we interact, integrate, interengage with others. So for that, I don't know any reason why we don't attend a parade, 2-hour parade, why we don't attend a dinner, why we don't buy a t-shirt. Look, I have a t-shirt on. I need a new one, but there it is. Thing. He's gonna always be there. Groceries are always going to be there. Whatever you think to do is always going to be there. This is a day where I think those individuals who are limited in their understanding of the Black understanding is a time to have that conversation and enlighten that person. Let me give you an example. Today I had a Teams meeting. And I wasn't on the team. I was invited. They've been, come on, Sheri, come on, Sheri. And today I went because I said, it's a new year. I'm going to make time. And often when I'm invited to such a meeting, and individuals are really wanting me there. I look at the individuals who are really wanting me there because most of them don't get along. And my presence seems to help the energy of getting along happen. So they really want me there. They want me to help the others see to maintain themselves. More than once I've had that. And I get it. But this particular one was not that type of meeting. This one really was brainstorming. How can we improve these processes? We really do need your feedback. So I came ready for that. At the end of it, I said to one of the employees who was fairly new in her role, and she was ever so happy that happens. And I said, so what are you going to do for King's Day? And these were other companies coming. I said, what are you going to do for Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's Day? And she said, I don't know. This is our first year having it off. And I said, what do you mean? She said, we never had it as a holiday. If we took it, we had to take it as a PTO and not a holiday. I was just shocked by that. I said, really? She said, yes. Now, again, these were different companies coming together for this project. And I said, I said, well, now I'm thinking. And I said, well, you got it off now. So what are you going to do? And she said, I don't know. I've never had it off before. I'm probably just going to rest. So it's already in her mind. So I said to her kindly, I said to her, that's about right. I mean, you just get an extra day. I said, but next year, give it some thought so that you can, there's plenty of wonderful things to do. There are parades and there are events, and it's a wonderful way for you to learn more about Dr. King. Now, she is non-Black, but Dr. King was not only Black. And this is one of the unfortunate disclaimers we put on Black greatness, is that it must be a Black thing. And this is a difficult thing to convey forward. And so when we have these opportunities, we speak of those. And she said to me, really, like what? So she gave an opening to discuss it. And she was so excited. She never knew, and I believe her, she never knew because she never had it as a paid holiday from her company. So she just went to work. This is what I mean about having the presence of mind to explain, educate, convey, even convict, communicate, inform. Someone who doesn't understand his body of work, doesn't understand the depth of his messages, can only remember the I have a dream part. Never heard other speeches like my most favorite of all speeches, and I'm going to drop the link into this upload, is Your Life's Blueprint, where Dr. King says thunderously, don't be the best Negro on the job, be the best person on the job. Be so good at your job that no one before you and no one after you will ever do it better. That always stuck with me. That has always stuck with me. And so that's a way to bring it to your job. And by the way, I'm still shocked that her company, now this is a large company, didn't have a King's Day until this year. That's sour to me because Dr. King holiday became a federal holiday in 1983. This is 2023. So 40 years a slave and we're still not there. I'm just saying. It is almost a surfboard move for me in balancing the true depth of my person versus the reality of my profession when it comes to these matters. Because there's just no reason or understanding as to why any company in America these days, after 40 years, doesn't have that as a paid holiday. It's unacceptable. So here's what you do. If your company is such a company, go and advocate for that. Two other people that I have met here recently advocated for that. Go to your human resource person and ask them. It just is no reason why an employer would deny it. There's no justified, acceptable reason why any employer would deny it. When you see something, you have to say something. And that is why the power of our voice must give voice to the unspoken parts to make those changes. And I believe this young lady, I believe she may do something this week. I can't wait to see her again. Did you do anything? Because she was so interested in the options for the day. And so whatever you do, please don't do nothing. Do something celebrative. I brought in this room, this is my office, but I have this in another room. One of my first King Day events, well, it wasn't one of the first, but this was one of the major ones because this was the NAACP, and we had it for an entire week. We had a festival. You can see it's 1995. I'm out. But it's 1995, and I cherish this. I don't want the chip. I cherish it because these are things that I've been doing for years. And I have my routine in honoring this great man so that the dream that he conveyed to us is not in vain. As imperfect as we all are, and right here for sure, as imperfect as we all are, to find some sense of compassion and kindness and perseverance and integrity and the things that he stands for to at least show up in our lives periodically. Okay. So honor Dr. King. And here's another caveat. When you hear it, okay, listen for it. Listen for it. When you hear someone refer to his day as MLK Day, correct them quickly. We don't reduce a man of that stature, of that depth, down to 3 letters. This is insulting. This is disrespectful. This is dishonoring of his legacy. When I say his name, I give every kind of accolade that I can. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He is not MLK, just like you're not whatever your initials are. So this is nonsense. You call somebody their initials when you have a personal, playful relationship with them. This is a man who dedicated his life to civil rights, dedicated his life to boycotting, dedicated his life to a Birmingham jail, dedicated his life to getting spit and spat on. He is not reduced down to a 3-letter word. Please know and understand. Okay, you see the energy? It's bothersome, it's dishonoring. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. That's the Capricorn in me coming out. Enjoy his day. Enjoy your day. Do something honoring for Dr. King. And I love you. Bye. I love you. y'all. Bye. And next week I'm talking about my birthday. My birthday coming up. Both our birthdays are coming up, but his holiday is on Monday and his birthday's on Sunday. Oh, and my birthday's on Monday. So I'll see you then. Bye.